Let me ask you first. They told me that you admitted that this was kind of the most intimidating, process more than anything you've ever experienced. Why? How come?
This is late 90s. This is, me as a teenager watching this movie and watching it change pop culture, and then cut to as an actor, I'm in it, It's kind of really, really cool to be part of this legacy and be invited to play on this playground with these characters that we grew up on, And so I think what was intimidating also about it was not just that, but my first shot in the movie was all the dialogue that I have in the entire movie in one sunset in
Yeah.
front of the entire cast. So yes, that was very intimidating. I was like, oh man.
I can feel it here when you say it like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, my heart starts beating a little faster for you.
But we got through it, it was
Yeah,
fine. We got
and
through it.
Mother gives you, don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall.
Time to fly.
on such a epic level, you add such a magical intrigue to the film. I loved it so much. Talk about working with Keanu. What was it like? Everybody loves him. Obviously, he's a national treasure. What was your experience like?
I see why. Okay. He's a movie star, but at the same time, he's the humblest, nicest, gentlest person, and also very astute. Extremely encouraging. I was nervous, and when I first came in, and I remember the end of the day, he came to me and he said, when this happened, when I had all my lines, and he said to me, that was hard and you got through it, and really well done. And it's just so nice when you've been through that through the day and someone else acknowledges it and is like, great job, you did a good job. And it was just something that I needed to hear, and I got really emotional about it. And it was very kind, and that's what he's like. That's just who he is as a person.
Let me ask, were you always, like you said, you grew up on these films? Were you and your family, is your current family, is Nick, is he a fan? I imagine he is. I can't imagine anybody's not a fan. But what's your family's take on you being in this?
Very excited. I think everyone in my family is very excited. I remember my husband's seen the movie, so he loves it. And I think just for everyone, whether it's my mom, my extended family, my husband, the excitement around being a part of something that we all sort of grew up on. So yeah, it's an exciting time leading up to the premiere.
What's interesting always about The Matrix for me is that it kind of makes you question reality, life, the everyday, what we're really doing and what maybe we should be doing. Has the movie working on it, and has it changed your perspective and the way you look at the world?
I mean, it always makes you think that, right? Like, what is your matrix? What are you doing in your life to create your own matrix? What is creating the impediments in your life, and what can you declutter to be able to find your truth? And I think that's what the Matrix really is about, is to get to the center of your truth and to recognize what's real and what's not. I think that the movie really makes you think about, in depth, who you are and where you want to go and what you're taking with you.
Yeah, well said. What if you could pick out one thing, what do you think it is that audiences latch onto the most in the franchise?
There's so many things to love about
I know it's a tough question.
I know, that's such a hard one. But I do think that at the center of the Matrix, beyond consciousness, beyond reality, and beyond choice, I think it's love. The basis of all of these movies has been love and peace and, and everything that it takes to get there. And I think that's my favorite part, especially this one.
And I want to take a minute to wish you a happy, I think, 3-year anniversary. Congratulations. I'm married, just celebrating my 10-year, and I always like to ask this to fellow married couples. What's your magic trick? What do you think your secret to longevity is?
I think just being honest and liking each other's company, honestly, and, communication, having fun with each other. I think that's the most important. The key is to be able to enjoy each other's company and just have a great time.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't feel like work.